Hello, good afternoon, and Shabbat Shalom. In this week's parasha, there is a description of the banishment of Yishmael with his mother Hagar. And after the water that is given to them by Abraham is used up, the two of them are at risk of dying of thirst in the desert. The Torah describes Hagar crying in anguish as she imagines herself and her son dying. And then the Torah says that God heard the cry of Yishmael, which is curious because the Torah never actually tells us that Yishmael cried. It says the Hagar was crying, Yishmael was not. This reminded Rabbi Eli Ofran, whose a book I often read about his ideas on the parasha, of his training as a medic, where he was taught that when you come to, God forbid, a scene where many people are injured, some terrible car crash, the ones who are crying the most are not the ones you have to attend to first. Okay, when in a triage situation, if they're strong enough to cry, then they can wait a few minutes until you take care of those who might be more critically injured. And so maybe that can explain a little bit of this dynamic here. Hagar was crying, she was despairing, but she still had enough vitality and strength and wherewithal to cry. And Ishmael maybe was even more desperate. His tears were silent, and that kind of desperation somehow evoked this divine mercy. I thought that was a very interesting and insightful observation, a careful and close read, and I think there are a lot of implications we can draw to our own situations. Please God, all of us, even when we have distress, we still have the strength and ability to cry and to call out. But when we assess others who may be in need of our assistance and our care and our compassion and our sympathy, we shouldn't necessarily always make sure that the squeaky wheel doesn't always deserve the grease first. There might be somebody who is suffering in silence who might need our help even more urgently. I wish you all Shabbat Shalom. Hope to see you in Shul or some other occasion in the coming days. Be well.